Kosmika. Hello, everybody. Hello, Pages. Hello. How is everyone doing? Page たちごきげんよう。元気でしょうか? Hope you had a lovely weekend. My weekend was alright, thank you. Let me turn up my volume, hold on. Okay, that should be good. Oh, you, maybe not. Okay, never mind. Wait, maybe I can turn up, hold on. Try to turn up my BGM for myself. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, I'll turn it up a tad for both our ends. There we go. A little bit. Okay. So today I don't know what we're doing. Wasn't really feeling Final Fantasy 4 today. Hello. More sponge? No. I don't have the energy for that. I'm sorry. I have like a part of me wants to read a webtoon that I just started reading. I've been reading a lot of I think I should be careful about saying webtoon because most people nowadays they associate the term webtoon with the app itself, which makes sense because that was like basically the app that kind of made like the main app for a while. There are other apps now for like webcomics and manga and manhwa and what's it called in Chinese? Wait, I have to look it up. Chinese comics are called what? Oh, it's okay. Okay, it's the same thing in Chinese as in Korean. Manhwa. Well, okay. Well, in Korean it's manhwa, and in Chinese like manhwa. I don't know the pronunciation. The pronunciation is probably the same. But yeah, maybe webcomic is probably the better word. I've been reading a lot recently on multiple apps. But yeah, so like I automatically like by instinct I would call them webtoons because that's like the word that's been used for a long time. Although what do they call it in Japan actually? They call it something different. Wait, hold on, I need to update my Blue Sky profile really quick to let everyone know we are live right now. There we go. I have to Google that too. Japanese web comics. What are they called? Oh wait, this looks like an interesting forum post. This is on Tapas, the Tapas forum. Tapas is like another bigger webcomic app. It's it might be like Webtoon's biggest competitor right now. Because, well, there's another one called Manta that I started using too. But Manta like has a lot fewer free chapters than the others. That one has more of like a subscription model. Like it'll have like some few free chapters or episodes and then like try to get people to subscribe. Even like you can actually buy gems to like buy individual episodes or chapters if you want, but it seems to be cheaper to just pay like a monthly subscription or a multi-month subscription, and you get access to everything. But that's kind of what the way they go about it. With Webtoon, most things, okay, so like Webtoon's model is like a lot of things are free, but you have to like wait until it becomes free. If you want to like keep reading up to like if you want to keep, how to explain it? So like there's a thing called Fast Pass where you can pay to read episodes or chapters faster. Like they'll become available for Fast Pass, but then you have to wait longer until it's free. That's kind of what they do. Well, that is what they do. At least for like the bigger titles. For like the more indie titles, everything is free. At least from what I understand. There are some titles where you have to pay up front for the whole thing. There's some titles like that. Tapas has a very similar model as Webtoon. Yeah, it's almost the same. Like you have there are a bunch of free chapters you can read or episodes, but you have to wait a very, very long time for it to become free. If you want to it's like a lot of titles will be like it'll only have like a certain number of episodes free, but after that point you have to pay by purchasing ink. What they call it's like basically like gems or whatever. Their currency is ink, because you know we're reading like stuff. Been reading a farming one. A dude wants to be left alone, but both the heroes and the villains drag him into their mess. Oh, that sounds funny. Usually anywhere between a week to a month. You gotta wait. Depends on the title. Yeah. A lot of the, well, not a lot. Like some of the more recent ones that I've started reading. Oh, you have to wait like basically like a month. It's excruciating. There's one in Webtoon that I started reading a short while back. It's called, I may have talked about it before. It's called Not Another Reincarnation Story. I've been into, I think I talked about this before recently. I've been reading a lot of not only just romance ones, but like isekai villain stories or villainess stories, to be more specific. Where like, you know, like the protagonist gets isekai to like a story or like either like a game or a novel that they've read. They're like, oh, they get isekai'd into that story, but not as the heroine, but like either, well, if it's a villainous one, obviously she's like the villainess. There are other ones I've started reading where like they're like a side character. The villainous stories boom suddenly. They did. And I see why. They're so interesting. One I've been reading today. Not one of the villainous ones. It's actually a more it's a modern day one. It's more Western style. It's a more mature one, because it's like about the main character. She's like struggling to find a job, and you know, struggling with her like self-confidence, and you know, dealing with like a terrible boyfriend, and you know, trying to make her way through life kind of story. But I'm really enjoying it. Like it is a romance one. Like there's like the main guy, he's like kind of finding his way through life too in his own way. Like he used to be a ballet dancer, but he had like a serious knee injury, and so like he kind of had to retire. But that he's like, he misses, you know, dancing like a lot, but he's, you know, he's forced to, you know, do what he can to survive and whatnot. I kind of wanted to actually read that for you guys. Wait, I don't know if I, oh, we will, hold on. Let me see if I can, okay, I got sidetracked. I was reading this forum post. Japanese webtoons. Okay, this person was asking, just something I've been wondering about for a while. It seems like South Korea is absolutely killing it right now, but it makes me wonder about Japan. The only webtoon-esque place I've seen for Japanese webcomics is a place called Kamiko. So far as webtoons in general go, I think I've heard of some indie artists placing stuff on Pixiv, like Watakoi. Watakoi was a... Oh, I love Watakoi. Watakoi is like the short name for... Oh shit, what's the full title? That one title that came out as an anime. Watakoi. Wotakoi. It's not. Oh, so that's not Watakoi. It's Wotakoi. Wotakoi. Love is hard for otaku. Is a Japanese web manga series. Oh, I forgot. Actually, no, I knew this, but I completely forgot. This is like a small fact that didn't like meld into my brain. It originated as a web manga. Okay. I guess they don't call it like webtoon. They just call it web manga in Japan. I really liked that anime a lot. I wish they would. I wish they would make a second season, but I don't think it's happening. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, I guess it's just web manga for Japan. They don't, but like definitely in Korea they call it webtoon, which makes sense. I don't know what they call it in China. Chinese web comics. What do they call it? Do they just call it manhwa? Do they have a name for it? What are Chinese web comics called? Digital manhwa. Oh, they just call it digital manhwa? I'm looking for an answer. There's a bunch of results showing me like what's the difference between manga, manhwa, and manhua. But we know what the difference is. I just want to know what the Chinese name is. What are Chinese webcomics called? Is it just digital? Known as web manhwa. So what do they call it? Okay, let me go to Wikipedia. Web manhwa. Digital manhwa, known as web manhwa, are a growing art form in China. They just call it web manhwa. What do they say? Do they say web, like English web, or do they call it something else in Chinese? I don't know. I'm not finding an answer. Apps for Chinese webcomics. A long-term, okay, this is on Reddit, in the Chinese language subreddit. A long-term goal of mine is reading Mandarin webcomics. I started learning simplified Chinese, simplified characters since I guessed that there might be more content in simplified characters. However, when I went into the language settings in Webtoon, I saw an option for traditional characters. Should I be learning traditional characters instead for webcomics, or do I just need to download a different app? Oh, that's a really good question, actually. What does this person say? I use, oh gosh, I can't read that. This app, downloadable from a Chinese app store like Huawei. Some manhwa are locked behind a cheap paywall though. I just search manhwa, the name in Chinese, and read them on sketchy websites if that's the case. There's a global version for something manhwa called Bilibili Comics in the app store of your choice. You can select simplified Chinese there, but the selection is very small and nothing compared to the Chinese version. Interesting. Do you already have some webcomics you want to read, or do you just want to read Chinese webcomics for fun? No one's really answering their question. Like, they're talking about, they're asking specifically about simplified and traditional. Easiest method is manhua name these characters, but that is usually low quality or riddled with ads. You can also pretty easily find the official source of the manhua, be it this app in Chinese or another source. Finally, you can find a torrent online. I see. Oh my god. I'm not gonna read the next reply. Anyway, I didn't find any answers for that. What is this post? Huh? Okay, this is in the manga subreddit. Why are Chinese manga so bad? What do you mean? What the heck? So why are Chinese manga so bad? I mean, the characters are often psychopaths, the plot often is unoriginal, they mostly follow the same pattern, for example. For example, underdog becomes powerful and gets revenge. I mean, that's not limited to China. There's so many stories like that. The setting often is very similar. This makes them, for me, unreadable. So why are there are so few good ones? Do the authors really believe their characters act reasonable? Is it because of some kind of mainland Chinese mindset? This is a What are the posts? What do the replies say? The comments. It's just the general trend for manhwa. The main genre is known as cultivation or / progression fantasy, and it ranges across the other kinds of media as well, including books. I think the ones that get famous enough to catch the attention of translators just happens to have the same themes because even though they're unoriginal, they appeal to the same large audience. Don't forget there are great manhwa in other genres, including Their Story, Tamen de Gushi? Okay, that's the name of okay, that's the Chinese name? Okay. Nanhao and Shangfeng and Otaku's Offspring? Oh. Good Chinese manga is Ravages of Time, but since it's based on historical fiction, it's hard as hell to translate for a non-Chinese audience. Much of its prose is also written like poetry, which certainly doesn't make it any easier. Yeah, that's a difficult point of translating Chinese to English, right? Like, they have a very different way of like expressing their ideas, and a lot of it is like in a poetic way or like using idioms that's very difficult to translate into English. There's also another that I've read at one point about China in the early 1900s, revolution, etc. by China. Okay, anyway. The average manhwa is targeted at a much younger audience than the novels they are based on. They are also mass-produced like shovelware by art. Shovelware? What's shovelware? Shovelware. Huh? Shovelware is a term for low-quality software or video games that are released in large quantities with little regard for quality. The term is a metaphor that implies the creators didn't care about the quality of the software. Oh, so like when like movies make a video game, I mean that's a kind of less of a thing. But like when like certain like franchises that were like never a video game to begin with, they make a video game, that kind of thing. Maybe I guess Lego could be what I would say. The Lego games would be an example, but actually I've heard that some of them are actually good. Like I don't know about maybe the more recent Lego games are good, but or like I would say the Harry Potter games maybe. Some were hidden from what I've heard from what people have said. Like some were hit or miss. The older ones. I know there's Hogwarts Legacy. That's a AAA game. That's a very good game. But I don't know about like the older games. I know that there are like a lot of memes from those older games because of the the way the characters looked and like, you know, like the old PlayStation like the way they looked in the game, because the older PlayStations had the graphics were older, so Low budget, poor. Okay, interesting. Okay, shovelware. Oh, that makes sense because you know they're just like they're just taking a shovel and like tossing it at the audience. Like, here's our dirt. Here's our dirt. I get it. They are also mass-produced like shovelware by artists that have no personal stakes in the series beyond a per-page wage. That actually makes a lot of sense. I didn't realize that was a phenomenon in manhwa, at least for China. Like, that actually makes that sounds a lot like basically like the mobile games, right? The mobile games, they just turn them out. Korea too. I think China's like the biggest perpetrator of this. They're just churning out these mobile games. They all look the same. They all do the same things, but they're all kind of like really like C tier at best. What else did they say? The first point is true of manga as well. No, I don't think that's true. I think that person doesn't understand that manga is made for all genres and all types of audiences. There are so many types of manga. Like, you could, I guess they're saying that because they they only see what's popular. If you go to Japan and you go to like a manga cafe, you can find like so many different kinds of manga, and people will read manga that's like purely political or historical, or something about what's another example? Maybe something about art, like fine art. Strictly about those things, and nothing else. There is more than just shonen. There's much more than just shonen out there. There's more than just Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man. There's a lot more than that. Not all manga is like that. That's just what happens to be popular, because it has a wide appeal. Like, it's actually interesting that the trends haven't really changed that much with anime. Like, I kind of want to look into that now. What's like, oh shoot, I need to swap my earbuds. 1 second. These have low battery too, so I might need to swap these after a bit. I kind of want to look into that. Anime trends over the years. Major anime genre. Yeah. Okay, here's a post on the anime subreddit. We're reading a lot of Reddit today. I'm relatively new to anime, but it seems like right now, this is a post from 2 years ago, but right now the prevailing trend for anime is isekai. That was definitely a trend. That was definitely a trend 2 years ago, at least. That trend is kind of dying down now. Well, actually, no, it's pretty much died down. It's not isekai anymore. I kind of miss those isekai ones though. Anyway, it's not that the majority of new anime are isekai, but just that isekai seems to be trending right now. I was wondering what have been some other major anime genre trends over time, and when did they occur? For instance, it seems like we used to have more mech anime than we currently do. Right, that's actually what I was thinking of. Like, there was a time when it was specifically mecha anime that was super popular. Like, they all just happened to be under, like, the shonen, you know, umbrella. Like, I guess you could consider mecha anime like a subgenre of shonen in a lot of ways. Or no, actually, maybe not. Like, there's a huge overlap, right? Let's see. First comment. Actually, old. I like looking at the older comments first. I like looking at things in chronological order. After Madoka was released, there was a flood of edgy magical girl anime. Really? I didn't know that. I never watched Madoka. I had no interest in it because the art style never appealed to me. But I had no idea that there were other dark magical girl anime because of that. It makes sense though. That does tend to happen. Like when one anime gets really popular, like other studios would be like, oh, we gotta copy them, you know? Let's see. Next comment. A ton of poopy harem. I'm censoring. A ton of poopy harem visual novel adaptations in the late 2000s. That kind of tracks, I think. Trying to think of what was popular. Like, The first one that comes to mind is Fate, because I know that was originally a visual novel. Well, technically it was an eroge, but I can't think of any other specific examples. Don't think the Twitch redirect is working. Never mind, I'm just going crazy. Oh, okay. Good. I'm glad it's working. But please let me know if something is broken. A ton of moe blob shows around 2010 after Lucky Star and K-On! Moe blob? I've never heard of that term. Wait, what is this? Moe blob? Moe blob. Oh, I understand why they call it that. I wouldn't call Lucky Star and K-On! Moe though. They were blob. Okay, Lucky Star was more blob than K-On! K-On! Was actually like normal like animation style. Lucky Star was definitely a blob. A ton of idol shows early 2010s. I can't think of anything other than Love Live. And actually no, that makes sense. I can think of like vaguely like certain idol anime in my like shoot, what's that other one? Something Cinderella? No, that's maybe the name of one of the songs. There's another idol franchise. I don't know if it was a game first though. It may have been a game. And like there's a lot of girls. I can't remember what it's called right now. Mecha has definitely dropped drastically. It definitely has. I think mecha anime was much more popular in like the late 90s. I think, yeah, the later 90s. Yeah, definitely late 90s. But it started dying down in the like early 2000s, I think. But please correct me if I'm wrong. Let's see, another post. Oh, here we go. Very briefly, 80s, a lot of mecha. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. 90s, a lot of mecha, and then a lot of sci-fi and cyberpunk in the second half. Yeah. 2000s, a bit of resurgence of mecha. A lot of battle anime, the big three, etc. Only ever see the obligatory Gundam every now and then. Haven't seen a mecha in forever. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the only like mecha anime now is like you mentioned, like the I guess you could call it the obligatory Gundam. I know there was like I don't know if it's a remake, but there was also like Macross. They made like a new Macross came out in the recent years. I actually I want to watch Macross at some point because I know that there's like it's also like very musical, which is what piqued my interest. Where did I leave off? Late in 2000s, moe anime takes off big time. So late 2000s is mostly cute girls doing cute things. Yeah, that sounds right. Isekai appeared in late 2000s and took over. Yeah. Nowadays, believe me, there's less isekai than in the worst of times. A lot of battle shonen are either still going or new versions came out. Mecha is very rare and moe is going strong as always. Yeah. I think also like fantasy is definitely more popular now too. You know, there's like Frieren and Dungeon Meshi. Those picked up. I know there's some other fantasy. I think there's a couple other huge fantasy ones right now too. But what's popular right now? I'm so behind in anime. I haven't watched any anime in a while. Current popular anime. I'm not asking about anime in general. How can you be telling me, Google, popular anime right now? One Piece. Okay, no, One Piece One Piece is gotten popular again. But Death Note, no. You cannot be telling me that Death Note, Full Metal Alchemist, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Attack on Titan, Cowboy Bebop, those are not popular right now. Those were just popular when they were at the time. Demon Slayer, I know Demon Slayer is still popular. I think My Hero Academia has kind of died down. It's probably because correct me if I'm wrong, I think the manga ended, so it's like winding down. But My Hero Academia was very popular for a little while. Yeah, let's see. Ooh, maybe this will help. Rotten Tomatoes. Well, I don't know how. Well, Rotten Tomatoes might be actually a good way to see like what people outside of Japan are watching. Those are kind of just always being watched throughout all time. Less popular and more of a thing that's always being watched. Yeah, definitely. I do not trust Rotten Tomatoes at all. I wouldn't trust it for anime. But it is mentioning, but yeah, never mind. I'm seeing like some popular ones that are actually currently popular, but okay, let's just go to my anime list. Top airing anime. Here we go. What is this time frame? What time frame are we working with here? Updated twice a day? Oh, so like okay. So this is current. This is current. Ore dake level up na ken season 2. Arise from the shadow. What is this? Oh, so is this solo leveling? Oh. Okay, solo leveling second season. I know that solo leveling got like popular, but I haven't watched solo leveling at all, but I know that like well, at least from what I've seen, like people's like opinions about solo leveling is either it's really very polarized. Like people either really don't like it or they think it's all right. I don't know anyone that loves solo leveling. I know that solo leveling originally started as a webcomic. Like someone's comment about, I'm trying to remember. Someone basically like summarized what solo leveling is in like a sentence. I'm trying to remember what it was. Like they didn't have a very favorable opinion about the main character of solo leveling. But there's so many fanfics with gamer mechanics because of solo leveling and the gamer. Oh, that doesn't surprise me. Okay, yeah, solo leveling. Yeah, it was originally a manhwa. From my perception of solo leveling is that it's basically like a Gary stew, which is you know, common among like manhwa or manga and anime that's based on gaming. if you catch my drift. Like the stories are written about, you know, the main guy is like, oh, average guy in the real world, but in the game they're the most powerful, you know. Yeah. Okay, what's number 2? Kusuria no hitorigoto? Oh, is this what's the English title? I'm trying to find it. It absolutely is, but it's done with the intent of being a guilty pleasure rather than being serious. Oh yeah. Looking at you, new Star Wars. I see. Shoot, what's the title that everyone knows this by? Apothecary Diaries. That's the one. Apothecary Diaries. I know that's popular too. Oh gosh, I really wanted to read this one because like I know that there is. Oh, never mind. There's no. Okay. I was under the impression that there was romance in the story, and I think there might be, but that's not the focus of it, which is disappointing for me. But I heard that. But I've heard regardless that Apothecary Diaries is really good. Let's see. The art is gorgeous. Yeah, yeah. I was I had the opportunity to borrow the manga, but like I just don't have the time to sit down and read it. I say that as I read like billions of web comics. I like the. But if I'm borrowing a manga, like I have to like make it's gonna be taking up the manga, the book itself. It's gonna be taking up space on my desk for one, which I don't have, and 2, like I'd have to worry about reading it so I can return it as soon as possible. That's the stress I have. It's like, oh no, I have to make sure I read this so I can give it back as soon as I can, so I'm not inconveniencing anybody, you know. Let's see, number 3. This is, I'm assuming this is, yeah, the top airing. Yeah, for like, I guess it's very current. Number 3 is One Piece, which makes sense. Number 4, Shiguang Dairen. Oh, is that an L? Dailiren Yingdu Plan. What is this? Oh, is this a Chinese anime? What is this? Okay, the genre is drama. Oh, yeah. It's produced by Bilibili. Okay, so it's definitely a Chinese title. Oh. To save the deceased Cheng Shaoxi, Lu Guang returns to the beginning, retracing the path of destiny. However, a photo containing clues about Cheng Xiaoxi's parents appears in the Time photo studio. To uncover the truth, Lu Guang nervously travels to Brighton with Cheng Xiaoxi. Friendly top model Xia Fei, the eccentric leader of Chinatown, Vane, and the mysterious... This synopsis is written weird. And the mysteriously appearing Liu Xiao. Faced with people harboring different motives, can Lu Guang break the fated deadlock? Okay, so from what I got from that is it's like they're solving like a murder mystery basically, and there's some like supernatural stuff involved too. Themes: adult cast, superpower, time travel. I see. That sounds intriguing. Number 5, ReZero. Third season. I'm so behind on ReZero. I enjoy ReZero, but I'm very behind on it. Number 6. Looks like another Chinese title. Dopo Tang Chong Nianfang. Whoa, what's this? This is an anime, but the poster looks like 3D. Season 3 is insane. I'm looking forward to part 2 of ReZero. Oh, I'm sure. What is this? Ah, produced by Tencent. Yeah, well, that was one of the producers is Tencent, so definitely China. It's a novel. Oh, action, adventure, fantasy, martial arts. Definitely looks like that from the picture. Number 7, Chi Chikyu no Undo ni tsuite. What is this? It's an anime. Oh, never mind. Is it? Oh no, it's an anime. It's historical, but the picture looks modern. Theme. Oh, okay. Genre drama. Theme historical. Okay. 12-year-old prodigy Rafal believes in living rationally so as to earn praise and respect from society while not being led astray by his emotions. To this end, he publicly states his intention to study theology, the academic field held highest in regard in early 15th century Poland. Oh, it takes place in Poland a long time ago. Aha. However, in an encounter with a mysterious man upends Rafal's life, sparking an illogical desire to instead pursue his passion for astronomy. Oh, very interesting. Okay. This is very, very, yeah, definitely like historical and academia. Hello. Oh, that's number 7. Number 8. Oh, looks like another Chinese series, martial arts fantasy series. Number 9. Ao no Hako. What is this? Oh. What is this? Let's see. Romance, sports, love, polygon, school. Oh, these are okay. So genre is romance and sports. Themes: love, polygon, school, team sports. Ooh, you caught my attention. Demographics shonen. Okay, my attention has decreased. What make? Huh? Ao no Hako. Every morning, incoming first-year Taiki Inomata hurries to his high school gym in order to further refine his badminton skills. Oh, so it's a badminton anime. However, his true motivation stems from sharing the otherwise empty gym with second-year Chinatsu Kano, Taiki's crush and the star player of the girls' basketball team. Oh, so badminton and basketball. Although Chinatsu seems unapproachable, Taiki finds opportunities to get to know her little by little. Unbeknownst to Taiki, his tireless work ethic and admiration motivate Chinatsu to work harder and strive to achieve her greatest ambitions. When her family must suddenly move overseas for work, Chinatsu decides to remain in Japan and shoot for victory at the national level. With nowhere to stay, she is taken in by Taiki's mother, who is longtime friends with Chinatsu's own. Overwhelmed with the new reality of living alongside the girl he loves, Taiki resolves to join Chinatsu at the national level in his own sport, and grow closer to her in the process. Still, despite being good enough to catch his coach's eye, Taiki must fight an uphill battle to qualify for a spot on the starting team. Cheered on by both Chinatsu and gymnast Hina Chono, his childhood friend, Taiki aims to make a name for himself among his powerful upperclassmen. Okay, so that's where the love polygon comes into play, it sounds like. So it sounds like, because he obviously likes this one girl. But it definitely sounds like his childhood friend likes him. That's what it, that's like the obvious thing. Well, that's typical rather. Thank you. Aono Hako. I think I might add this to my list actually. Maybe we can watch it sometime. Definitely sounds like a sports anime. God, like they have to work hard to get to the top. Well, I'm gonna add it to my list. Add to list. Plan to watch. There we go. Uh-oh, I didn't mean to close it. Close my tab by accident. Okay. What are we talking about tonight? At the moment we're talking about anime. Like what's anime that's currently popular. Or currently like the top airing anime. I'm looking at my anime list. Let's see. One Piece Gyojin Tohen. Oh, okay. So a different like thing of One Piece. Shangri-La Frontier. Kusoge Hunter Kamige ni Idoman Tosu. What is this? Long title. Your anime list? I'm looking on myanimelist.net, which is a website that, it's a place where people can look up information about anime. And there's a page that shows like what's currently like the top currently airing anime right now, which is what I'm looking at right now. Shangri-La Frontier is also good. The fights are crazy in visuals. What is it about? Let's see. Shangri-La prequel adaptation. Yeah, let's look at the first season. What is this art? Huh. Let's see. Genre: action, adventure, fantasy. Theme: video game. Demographic: shonen. Next. I'm always looking for new good anime. Yeah, I mean, like, I wish I had more time to watch anime. Maybe we should make a. Maybe I need to make a. No, I say it all the time. I'm just not gonna say. Did playing an MMO? That's it. Oh, I see. I mean, okay. Shen Yin Wang. If that's a Chinese title. Shangri-La is very good. Interesting. Another Chinese title. Kimi no koto ga dai suki na 100 nin no kanojo. What is this? Second season? Okay, what is the... Let's go to the first season. This looks like a harem anime. Let's see. Genre: comedy, romance. Themes: harem, parody, school. Demographic: seinen. Yeah, it's a harem. Next. Pick a show for watch along for good or bad. That's what I didn't bother saying just now. Like, I was about to say like I should make a like a more serious attempt at doing more watch-alongs, but like I kind of want to like I don't want to like like for one, it would like detract from our making progress through like the Final Fantasy games. For two, I want to like I'm avoiding doing I want to avoid doing too many watch-alongs until we reach a certain milestone. I'll say that much. Let's see. Next one, number 15, Bang Dream. What is Bang Dream again? I know is that an idol one or Bang Dream? There's been so many Bang Dream shows. Prequel. Here we go. The genre is drama theme music. Yeah, is it? It's a band, I guess. Yeah, okay. One day. Yeah, hopefully. We are very slowly making our way to 500 subscribers. Very, very slowly. But the other hurdle is watch hours, and we're nowhere near close to having enough. Let's see, number 16, Meitante Conan. Wait, is that Detective Conan? I guess people are still watching it, huh? Oh, I've never watched it, but let me hydrate. Time to hydrate. Oh, thank you for the follow. Hollow No Graffiti. I've heard that name, but I don't know what it's about. Let's see. Oh, I thought it was something entirely different. It's Hololive. It's Hololive. I thought it was something different for some reason. Conan will never die. At this point, he's gonna get back to his age naturally. Oh, thank you for the follow. Let's see. Hollow No Graffiti, like the hello. Hollow No Graffiti, like I've heard that like their their anime shorts are like really fun, but they're very Japanese. Very Japanese. The humor is very Japanese is what I meant to say. I don't really speak much English, but I like the way you speak. Thank you. Number 18, Dr. Stone, Science Future? What is this? Huh. I'm sure it's cute and funny, but probably not a lot of substance. Yeah, they're very the word is, I lost the word. Let's see. Adventure, comedy, sci-fi, shonen. Definitely looks shonen from the picture. Never heard of this series though. Hablo más español. I'm sorry, I don't really speak Spanish. Number 19, Doluo Dalu, Jueshi Tangmen, another Chinese title. Number 20. Oh. Dungeon ni deai o motomeru no wa machigatteru daro ka? It's is it wrong to shoot, what's the full English title? Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? I tried to enjoy the this anime. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? I can't get into it. It's too Gary Stew, and even though harem is not like one of the main themes, it's too harem for me. Two Gary Stew, two harem. Danmachi, that's the short title I was trying to remember. Fluent SpongeBob? Sure. Let's see, number 21, Sakamoto Days. I've heard of that. I don't know anything about it though. Sakamoto Days. Action, comedy, adult cast, organized crime, shonen. Is this a movie or is it a series? Oh, I guess it is. Oh, it's currently airing. Oh, okay. For some reason, I felt like this was like from a while back. Rurouni Kenshin. Oh, is this the new one? Oh, it is. Beastars final season. Oh, it's ending. I've never watched Beastars. I know a lot of people like it. Watashi no shiawase na kekkon? Oh, my happy marriage? What's the official English title? Yeah, My Happy Marriage. I think I saw like an I was curious about this one. But I think I saw the manga and not the anime. I didn't know they made it into an anime. I guess it was originally it was a novel. That makes sense. The second season. Where can I? Yeah, here's the prequel. Yeah, the prequel. Oh, it was released as an OVA. Huh? Okay, manga. I just want to read the description. Hold on. This is the second season. Well, where's the first season? Oh, okay. I understand now. So like there was the first season and then the OVA and then the second season. Okay, I think that's what's going on here. Okay, so drama, fantasy, romance, adult cast, historical. Okay. Misery seems everlasting in Mio Simon's Saimori. Is that Saimori? Hold on, let me. I guess it's Saimori. Born from an born from an arranged marriage. So her parents were in an arranged marriage. She was quickly discarded after her mother's tragic death. Oh no. Her father remarried, and her younger half-sister Kaya received all the affection, while Mio was degraded to a lowly servant. Lacking this, okay, this happens a lot. Lacking the strength to fight against her family's abuse, Mio loses hope that her luck will ever turn. This sounds right up my alley, though. Unexpectedly, Mio's father summons her to deliver surprising news. She is to marry Kyoka Kudo, the head of the distinguished Kudo family. Despite his noble background, Kyoka is known to be a callous man who has thus far dismissed all of his former fiancés. Oh. Upon arriving at the Kudo household, Mio expects coarse treatment and to be tossed aside. However, contrary to her assumptions, Kyoka shows her the kindness and love that she desperately needed. Marrying Kyoka may be Mio's one chance to break free from her neglectful family and embrace a life of happiness. Oh, this sounds super interesting. Hold on, it was originally a manga though. Maybe I'll read the manga. I think it's on, actually I think I saw it on Square Enix has their own manga app. It's called Manga Up, I think. Manga Up. I think that's where I actually saw this. It's definitely where I saw this actually. Where I found about what's it called? My Happy Marriage. My Happy Marriage. Do I want to? Maybe I'll read the manga. Wait, let me find it on Manga Up. Let me open the app. Manga Up. Where is it? Manga Up. Here it is. Oh, here it is, right here. My Happy Marriage. Oh, I think I... Oh. Okay, I wanted... Oh. Oh, that's right. I, like, barely started reading it, but I didn't get very far, so I don't remember at all. Okay. I'm gonna have to read this later. It's interesting? Okay. So if it's one of the top airing anime right now, the second season at that must mean it's good. Okay, number 25. Jibaku Shonen Hanako-kun. What is Jibaku. What's the English title? Toilet bound Hanako-kun. Toilet bound? What? What is this? Supernatural, school, shonen. Eh? The famous... Okay, this is from the season 1, I guess, synopsis. The famous 7 mysteries that every school seems to have are a staple of Japanese urban legends. One of the most well-known of these tales is that of Hanako-san, the ghost of a young girl who haunts the school's bathrooms. Kamome Academy has its own version of Hanako-san's legend. Rumors claim that if one successfully manages to summon Hanako-san, she will grant her summoner any wish. Lured by the gossip, many people have tried to call upon her, yet every attempt has failed. However, when Nene Yashiro, a girl hoping for romantic fortune, dares to summon Hanako-san, she discovers that the rumored girl, quote-unquote, is actually a boy. After a series of unfortunate events involving Yashiro's romantic desires, she is unwillingly entangled in the world of the supernatural, becoming Hanako-kun's assistant. Soon, she finds out about Hanako-kun's lesser-known duty, maintaining the fragile balance between mortals and apparitions. Oh, this sounds particularly interesting. This sounds actually interesting. Potentially interesting. That's what I was trying to say. Oh, but it's shonen. I'm not trying to hate on shonen, but I'm kind of tired of shonen. I mean, I'll still watch shonen anime, but like I miss all the shoujo anime that that I used to watch. There's not many of it around anymore. You know, actually, let me look up what popular shoujo anime, if there are any out there right now. Let me see. Can I look up by genre? Let me see if I can look up by genre. Top anime. Top airing, top upcoming, top series. Can I filter by genre? Okay, how about this? Seasonal anime. Actually, no. Seasonal anime is a good way to see what's currently airing. But it's not what I want. Anime. I wanna search by like. There's a lot of romance anime airing this season and a lot last season. Really? Oh, I could filter. Can I filter by genre? Yeah. Okay. Okay, this season. Okay, we're looking at this season. Winter 2025. Let's see. Genres. Action, fantasy, slice of life, adventure, girls love, sports, avant-garde, gourmet, supernatural, award-winning, horror, suspense, boys love, mystery, comedy, romance, drama, sci-fi. Okay, I guess romance. I don't... Oh, wait, but okay, wait. Demographic. Demographic was the... Okay, first I'll look at shoujo demographic ones, and then I'll look at romance ones. Okay, only got 3 here. And one of them is... Wait, what? Oh, that's right. Okay. Honey lemon soda. What's this? Ooh, it looks cute. Wait, hold on. This is... very basic genre. So it's like it's romance, school themed. So it's like it's school kids and high school kids and shoujo demographic. So for 15-year-old Uka Ishimori, middle school was the toughest experience she lived through. She was dubbed Rocky due to always freezing up in front of other people. Oh, interesting. And was endlessly bullied as a result. Now in high school, she has a chance for a fresh start and to improve herself. But during her first week, she's accidentally soaked in juice by her classmate Kai Miura, a flashy guy with lemon-colored hair. Alright, thank you for coming. Rest well. Have a good night. So he got her doused in juice. On paper, Kai is everything that Uka lacks. He's popular, aloof, and bold enough to speak his mind. Despite their contrasting personalities, Kai encourages her to slowly come out of her shell, offering a helping hand when others avoided to do so. Although Uka initially wanted to forge friendships, she has realized her true feelings. She has fallen in love with Kai. What started with a lemon soda is about to change Uka and Kai's lives forever. I'm adding this to my list. Okay, what's another one? どうせ恋してしまうんだ? That's the Japanese title. English title. Anyway, I'm falling in love with you. Hey! Let's see. Genres: drama, romance. Themes: reverse harem, school, demographic show. Reverse harem, really? Mizuho's 17th birthday is the pits. Her parents totally forgot, and the senpai she likes isn't interested in her. But when her longtime childhood friend asks her out, Mizuho has to sort out what this change in relationship could mean, and her feelings may not be the only one changing. It's originally a manga. Childhood friend. I'm not a huge fan of the childhood friend. This might change my mind. I don't know. I'll add this to my list. Why not? The score isn't super high, but 6.35. Yeah. So it might be okay. Chibi Maruko-san. Chibi Maruko-san. Ah, yes. And then... Oh, the Rose of Versailles movie. I forgot they were remaking that. Well, like, Rose of Versailles was... It's a really old anime based on a manga. For those who don't know. It's a classic. Rose of Versailles. It's basically the story of... it's a fictional story. It's like... Well, it's... The realistic part is that it's based on... Marie Antoinette. She's like one. She's like one of the main characters, but the real main character is Oscar, who is she's like she dresses like a man, and you know she knows like how to fight with like a sword and everything. She's like a more masculine kind of woman. Which is, you know, very it's very unheard of, you know, at that time. You know, what year was it? What year was it? I can't remember exactly hold on, what century was it? Marie, no, it's Louis. Which king was it? The French king, Louis the 16th. Louis the 16th. It was the 18th century, yeah, the 1700s. Yeah. The whole thing with like Versailles and everything. Palace of Versailles. So like the synopsis is, so like, yeah, no. I'll read the synopsis in a second. But like, yeah, so like it's like, I guess it was like a manga series which they adapted into an anime in like the 70s. I forgot that they were making a movie of it. It's releasing. It's releasing at the end of the month, 31st. Okay, here's what the synopsis is. Hoping to unite their countries with an alliance, the Empress of Austria arranges her daughter, the delightful yet spoiled Marie Antoinette, to marry the Crown Prince of France, Louis XVI. This is historically accurate. Sort of. That part anyway. Upon arriving in Versailles, the Austrian princess meets Oscar Francois de Jajaye, captain of the Royal Guards, a seemingly dashing young man, but to Antoinette's astonishment, he is in fact a woman. The youngest daughter of a noble family with a prominent lack of a male heir, Oscar was raised as a boy to continue the family's military legacy. Suffocated by the rigid rules associated with her new position and longing for companionship, Antoinette immediately takes a liking to this intriguing young woman and wastes no time befriending her. However, as the childish new queen foolishly abuses her power, Oscar is conflicted between maintaining her loyalty to the royal family and addressing the growing concern of poverty among the common people. So yeah, that was the whole, this is this anime actually, the story, the manga anime story leads up to the French Revolution. So yeah, then this is what the next paragraph says. Recalling the events of the French Revolution, The Rose of Versailles depicts the struggles of two women unjustly burdened by family expectations. Yet, despite being forced to deny their identities at the expense of personal happiness, they march on to become key players in the annals of history. There's like a slight, there's like, I guess you could call it a love polygon in a way. Like Marie Antoinette is obviously married, to the king, King Louis XVI, but it was an arranged marriage. There's no love between them. They do have like a platonic love for each other, but they're not romantically in love with each other. Marie Antoinette, she does find someone she is romantically interested in. She also has like some kind of weird like thing with Oscar as well. Her and Oscar, they don't obviously they don't end up together or in any way, or but it's kind of like there's like a little bit of it. You can kind of see like a little bit of an attraction between them. There's like a hint of it. And there's also like someone that Oscar likes and someone that likes Oscar. I need to put this on my list so I remember to watch it after it releases. I watched the original anime a long time ago. The opening song for the original anime is very iconic. I'm gonna drink some water. What's next? Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so that's those are the 4 titles this season that are for the shoujo demographic. But let me look up. Actually, let me try Josei. Oops. Josei. So for those who don't know, there's shonen and then shoujo, right? So most people know about shonen because that's like that's the bigger pool of anime, right? Shonen anime is targeted to the main demographic. Oh yeah, the demographic is young men or boys basically. It's anime targeted towards young boys, young men. And that's shonen, and then shoujo is anime targeted towards girls or young women. There's adult. There are the adult versions. So there's the adult version of shonen is seinen. So it's more of like a young adult man kind of translation. Seinen. Yeah, young adult male. And then there's josei, which is the female version. So it's like more adult themes in those anime. Let's see. So this is for josei. There's only one title this season that's for josei. Hold on. I'm getting a vibe. Oh, just kidding. Okay, so adventure fantasy. Okay, the Haigakura? Oh, I feel like I've heard that name before. Haigakura. Okay. The balance of the world is deeply shaken when malevolent gods known as the Four Perils break their seals and disappear together with 8 million minor deities. That's a lot of minor deities. In the absence of gods, lands become barren and famine looms in the country of the 8 immortals. This sounds complicated. In order to restore the fragile harmony, Kashi, gifted dancers and singers, must hunt the missing gods in other realms. Use their performance skills to charm the deities and seal them using the power of their rosaries. What is this? Although a master dancer, Ichio is ridiculed by his peers for his lack of singing talent. Nonetheless, the young Kashi is tasked by the 8 immortals to bring back the 4 perils before the... okay, my problem with the synopsis... another synopsi... on my anime list sometimes is that they make references to like they use names without providing a definition of what it is. Like, what is this? Like, what is the 8 perils, the 4 perils? What is the 8 immortals? Like, they say these names without explaining what they are. Where was I? The young Kashi is tasked by the 8 immortals to bring back the 4 perils before the world plunges into complete chaos. Helped by his familiars Tenko and Kaka, Ichio embarks on the perilous mission given to him, with his search leading him to modern-day Japan. Oh, okay, I see. So it looks like we're dealing with like the realms of the immortals in this. Okay, if he hopes to save the world, Ichio must also uncover the truth behind the 4 perils' disappearance. But this event seems to be disturbingly intertwined with his own past. What? I chipped a nail. What the heck? How'd that happen? Why does that sound like a harem and Pokemon crossbreed? I don't see like animals in the picture or the poster, but I don't know. I'm surprised that this is a josei with a male protagonist. Not that it's unheard of. Well, the score isn't very great. It's 5.61. Yeah, I don't think they got me with the with this synopsis. Interesting. That's all there is for this season. Maybe let's go back a season. Fall 2024. Haigakura also last season. Let's see. Hoshifuru Okoku no Nina. I don't know. It looks like she's a nun. Hold on. What's the English title? Nina the Starry Bride. Okay, never mind. Okay, this looks like... Okay, so... Genre, romance. Demographic, josei. Oh, the score is 7.33. It's not bad. Okay. On the dusty streets of the castle town Daya in the Fortna Kingdom, a young orphan named Nina steals for survival. Experiencing one tragedy after another, she has little to no hope for her life. Believing it best for Nina, her closest friend Saji hands her over to second prince Azure Seth Fortna, who has been searching for someone with unique and intense deep blue eyes, just like Nina's. The kingdom's princess, the revered astral princess Alicia, has recently died on her way to the Galgada kingdom, where she was to marry the tyrant first prince Set. However, her death is concealed for political reasons, and that is where Nina needs to step in. With nowhere else to go and no one to turn to, Nina assumes Alicia's identity and future duties. But with each moment spent with Azure, Nina feels herself drawn to his warmth, fearing that once she is wed to another, nobody will remain to remember her true self. Oh. Starry Bride was cute but never finished it? Yeah, this sounds good. This is something up my alley too. Originally a manga. Okay, I'm gonna add this to my list. Okay, these are the only two titles as targeted to josei. Let's go back to shoujo. Let's do okay. Let's never mind. Okay, shoujo. 歴史に残る悪女になるぞ. What's the English title? Oh! The picture looks familiar. I'll become a villainess who goes down in history. Ooh. A very long title in Japanese, but that's the English title. I'll become a villainess who goes down in history. The kind and compassionate heroine of an otome game may be as flawless as she is admirable, but a certain young woman from Japan much prefers the villainess, Alicia Williams. She sees sense in Alicia's ruthless verbal abuse and values her discipline and fortitude. On the other hand, aside from always toying with Prince Duke Seeker's emotions, the commoner heroine seems to only spout lip service. Given the choice, the young woman would love to be reincarnated as Alicia, and her wish suddenly comes true. 7-year-old Alicia awakens with the memories of her past life, now aware of all the future events, outcomes, and the world's secrets. She has no fear. To outsmart the heroine and avoid a bad ending, all Alicia needs is hard work, mastery of her noble family's dark magic, and the determination to become the greatest villainess in history. Yeah, this is right up my alley too. It was very good? Okay. Yeah, it has a score of 7.32. That's not bad. I'm gonna add this to my plan to watch. It used to be a manga and or light it says manga and light novel. The light novel most likely came first. Okay. This sounds good. Let's see, what's another one? やり直し令嬢は竜帝陛下を攻略中. Okay, English title? The do-over damsel conquers the dragon emperor. Oh. Score 7.05. Okay. Comedy, fantasy, romance, time travel, shoujo. Okay. Jill Savelle, fiance of the Crown Prince Gerald de Kratos. Hold on, something in my eye. Okay. That one had a good plot, but Child Bride? Oh. Jill Savelle, fiance of the Crown Prince Gerald de Kratos and known as Lady Goddess of War, is being hunted down by the same country she swore to protect. Betrayed by her betrothed, she is framed as a traitor and imprisoned. In her last moments, Jill is filled with regret, but just as death approaches, she awakens 6 years in the past. This time, she will not be a mere pawn. Now as a 10-year-old girl, Jill resolves to escape her imminent engagement to the prince. To this end, she jokingly professes her love to the 19-year-old dragon emperor, Hades Teos Rave, who will one day stain the land in blood due to madness. But against all expectations, he accepts. Oh. In contrast to the tyrant from Jill's memories, the Hades of this time is a kind, albeit unfortunate emperor. Can Jill prevent Hades from descending down the same dark villainous road, or is he bound to an inevitable future? Oh, that sounds interesting. But yeah, Child Bride yeah. Well, it's a little iffy. Okay. I will add to my list just because I might want to consider reading it. Either the light novel or the manga. Most likely the manga. Let's see, what's another one? I recommend trying to give the first episode a try. Oh, I recommend giving the first episode and go from there. Okay. I haven't watched anime in so long. Anyway. Natsume Yujin Sho Shichi. English title, Natsume's Book of Friends. Season 7? Wow, Season 7? Wow. Prequel. Movie. Prequel. Let's keep going back. Season 5. Oh my gosh, 7 seasons? My goodness. This must be really good. Wow, it's highly rated. Season 2. Here we go. Season 1. Wait, I feel a cough coming on. 1 second. Okay. Natsume Yujin Sho. Natsume's Book of Friends. I feel like I've read the title somewhere. Slice of life, supernatural, Iyashike, mythology, shoujo. Oh, okay. Due to an unusual ability to see strange creatures called yokai, Natsume has never fit in. Passed around from one foster home to another, he was left isolated and lonely. Over time, he has accepted that no one would ever believe him and has closed himself off to his current caretakers and classmates. When Natsume accidentally breaks an intangible barrier, he frees Madara, a mighty spirit in the form of a lucky cat. Oh! Madara notices that Natsume bears a remarkable resemblance to his late grandmother, Reiko Natsume, an outcast girl who became known across the yokai world for creating the Book of Friends. It is now in Natsume's possession, along with its power to call upon the written names of the yokai Reiko had defeated. With no interest in its powers, Natsume decides to keep the book for the sake of his grandmother's memories and to protect it from a scheming yokai. Therefore, he makes a deal with Madara. He will hand him the book once his time is up, and in turn, Madara will act as Natsume's unofficial bodyguard, nicknamed Nyanko Sensei. Oh, I've heard Nyanko Sensei, the name Nyanko Sensei before. That's where it comes from. With his newfound goal of freeing those Reiko had sealed, Natsume's relationship with both yokai and humans slowly begins to improve. Ah, that sounds interesting. Actually, this is a very long-running anime. That makes sense. It's like 7 seasons and like movie. This originally aired in 2008. Wow. Yeah, now it's good. Yeah, okay, interesting. I'm gonna add this to my list. Natsume's Book of Friends. Oops. Okay, so the 7th season came out in fall. Wow. Okay. What's this? Acro Trip? Acro Trip. Nyanko Sensei looks mischievous. They are yokai, so yeah. Acro Trip. What is this? Comedy. Maho shoujo. Parody. Shoujo. Comedy. Okay. I like comedy. Due to her mother's work, Chizuko Date has never remained in one place for long or grown attached to anything in particular. However, while temporarily staying with her grandfather, Suikyo, she witnesses something extraordinary. A magical girl named Berry Blossom fighting against Chroma, member of the evil organization Fossa Magna. Seeing Berry Blossom save the day ignites a passion in Chizuko, and she swears to be a fan of the new magical girl in town thereafter. As time passes, Berry Blossom's popularity dwindles due to the incompetence of her opponent. When Chizuko randomly encounters Chroma himself, she does not hold back her complaints against him. For his part, Chroma does not enjoy being defeated again and again. Moreover, Fasa Magna will force him to resign if he continues losing. In desperation, Chroma begs Chizuko to become his second in command and help him with his evil doings. For the sake of Berry Blossom regaining the spotlight, Chizuko must question whether it is right to join forces with the magical girl's sworn enemy. Oh, this does sound funny. Like she's helping her enemy be a better bad guy just so she looks better. Is essentially what's happening. That's funny. Okay. I think I've heard of this one. I don't know if it, like, I wouldn't mind watching it. I don't think I would go out of my way to watch it though. Okay. Always like anime like that? Alright, I think this is a good time to wrap up. I was my original like idea, I mean I didn't have any concrete ideas. I was expecting to like read something to you guys. It ended up just being like a zatsu. In D&D, one of the demon lords is like that. They'll help the hero to make them look better. Oh, that's funny. Okay, let's see here. More than likely, gonna start usual stream time tomorrow, and continuing Final Fantasy IV: The After Years, and start Edge's Tale. That's who we have to work on next, or that's who's next in the list or the flow of the game. Trying to remember. Actually, let me check the archive of the last After Years stream, because I feel like we might be getting closer to being like halfway done. Hold on, let me look at the. Let me watch the archive really quick. Let's see. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so oh wait, no, never mind. We're not halfway yet. We're like like a third of the way done. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. No, we're almost halfway. So we finished 4 out of 10 tales. Well, the last one is like not a tale, but I guess it would be like a chapter. But yeah, we're almost halfway. Okay. It's like get up and fight better. You're making me look bad. Yeah, pretty much. All right. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Sorry, I didn't have any like better plan. It was like this was actually a very last minute decision. I just wasn't feeling like gaming today, and I think it's just today's energy. I noticed like it's not only me that was like feeling like this. It's just a weird day today. Weird energy going into this week, I think, from what I've heard. But let's try to keep it positive. Those are long games. Yeah, they are. And then to FF5. Yes. Oh, let me drink a little bit of water, and then we'll sign off. Please leave a like if you enjoyed today's stream. Please leave a comment if you would like to share your thoughts, or if you would like to even like recommend some webcomics, manga, light novels, anime. I welcome any recommendations. I can't guarantee I will ever watch them or read them. But I will get exposure is good. Follow on Twitch if you would like to join us there. And if you're going to bed, I hope you rest well and have sweet dreams. If your day is getting started, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I hope to see you all tomorrow for Final Fantasy IV: The After Years. Ta-ta! Otsumika.